Hello, Aries. Welcome to your weekly reading. This is going to be for the week of the 7th going to the 13th of November. So I'm going to go and have a look and see what's going on for you guys for the week ahead. It already looks really good, especially if you're starting something new here, okay? All right, for Aries, please. This sounds really strange. I don't know if anyone's getting hypnotized. Like, of course, this will be consensual, right? Anyways, let's see what else is going on for you guys. Okay, I'm gonna use a different deck today for you. Ooh. Aries, are you burnt out? Damn. If you've been in this for a while, I see you coming out of this, which is good. You're being kind of asked to regain your energy here. Like, I'm seeing there was a very difficult ending for you. This could be burnout, or again, this could just be feeling exhausted, feeling like you've had too much to carry. This could be physical situations where you've had to walk away from something, or again, in this case, okay, I feel like you kind of didn't have a choice. I'm kind of getting the sense here that you may have had to carry on something because someone couldn't anymore. Like that was very specific here. Like you're carrying the weight because someone else couldn't do it here. Clarify. We have 2 10s coming through. Yeah, okay. All right. What I can see is that there definitely has been a falling out or a separation, or there definitely has been something very disappointing for you. Here, Aries, because let's just show you these cards now. Good thing is things are changing, and that is one of the key words that you have coming through for you for this week is I understand that nothing can grow or evolve without movement. So this is what this is. You needed to be pulled away from a situation for over helping certain people, for maybe carrying people's weight here. I felt like you felt like you didn't have a choice, but I feel like spirit came in and kind of shook this down and made you fall out with this person, or it kind of again was out of your control here. This was disappointing for you because this felt like this was something that you didn't want to end. But because you were carrying everything, because this person couldn't, I feel like maybe I'm kind of feeling like this person is being represented by the 10 of Swords. And this is you here. Again, it could be the other way around. Or again, this could just be solely your energy here. You might be having to fix past mistakes here, like of your past self. Feel like you're having to correct some things, maybe that your past self kind of let slide. You're having to, feel like there's a need to let something go now. Sorry, 10 of Swords is then with the Tower, which is a falling out. It's a separation. It's something not going the way that we want it to. And then we have the Five of Cups. Disappointment, right? This is really something that was not just physically draining. This is emotionally draining. This is mentally draining. This is really tough. You've been through something really tough, Aries. And this feels like you really tried to not let this end. Like you really, really tried. But then it just happened to fall apart anyways, and I think this is what makes you really upset, was that because maybe things ended and then you tried to pick it back up again, but then again you was the only person carrying it. I kind of just get a sense here that someone wasn't pulling their weight, or a situation was just meant to end anyways. Like this was not supposed to go on for this long because it was, again, pulling away from you. Like this really feels like spirit was kind of trying to teach you a lesson. Like there could have been 3 goes at this. Could have been a plan, could have been a work situation, could have been a relationship, but it kind of fell apart anyways. And I feel like because you had invested a lot, number 3 has a lot, 3 years, like 3 months, maybe whatever, like 3 times. I feel like this is the most upsetting bit for you. Like all the effort I put into this, all the times I tried to try again, and give my love to this person, give my all, or try to give to the situation, and it still fell apart here, as you can see. But Spirit's saying there is still something we can gain from this. We have the 2 of Cups, and I think that sometimes this is looking at the positives. You still have love to give. Maybe just not to this situation. And maybe it's to yourself in the time being whilst you're healing from this, because 10 of Swords, 10 of Wands, and the Tower card, and the 5 of Cups, I think the time is to focus on yourself for after this, like, and to heal from this. The Spirit is trying to remind you, especially because in your oracle cards here, Aries, we do have the Yang energy, which is about new beginnings. There's new energy coming through. All right, this could be the birth of something, a birth of a new you, most likely, kind of phoenix energy coming in. So something really destroyed you so that you can rebuild, or something was destroyed so it could be rebuilt, but a different way. The Tower card always falls because it wasn't built on the right foundations or with the right people. Maybe you need more boundaries, especially if you had to carry everything for somebody else. Maybe you're understanding that this is not a good way of dealing with things. People pleasing, or, you know, stuff like that, carrying all of this weight, like a lot of responsibility. All right, there's a lesson involved in this, which is why this fresh new beginning is coming in. It's almost like this is why the change is coming in. Like this needed to change in order for you to get what you desire, which could be a new beginning, new energy, especially motivation. Like I feel like if you felt unmotivated, that will change, don't worry. But the attitude towards this might need to change, meaning you're going to be upset about it. I'm not saying that you won't be or that you shouldn't be, but I'm saying in a sense of maybe try and see the lesson involved in this. And remember to give that love to yourself, all right? Give time to yourself. But this energy is something that we know needed to happen deep down, or whether we want to admit it now or not, because this was very disappointing. We have the moon energy in the background and Mars energy in the front, which always says that these actions are ruled, or we're taking action ruled by our intuition. We know what needed to happen or why something happened. And again, it's for a new beginning, a new life, new world. Then we have the blessed card here, Aries, which is good. And this card does come in when we have dodged a bullet here. Because usually it says something needed to work out this way. Or again, I'm going to give you two messages with this. First one is that you wasn't quite ready for this, which is why it didn't happen. All right. Or we wasn't supposed to be in this situation, which is why it didn't happen. For others of you here, it's kind of like being blessed where you are, feeling grateful for where you are in your own energy, because there is still some healing to do. We can see this. We're going from the caterpillar to a butterfly, but we're not quite there yet. We're still half in, half out. If you really felt that you really wanted something to happen here, this is just saying that we wasn't quite ready, or we wasn't quite fitted for it, okay? All right, what's the blockages? I mean, this does seem like a blockage here. Three of Pentacles, so a plan. All right, the foundations are being blocked right now, all right? Okay, I'm getting a sense here. Be careful if you're kind of like checking out old people online, because, you know, I feel like we need to remove any like, and this could be someone else watching you, by the way, but I'm kind of just getting this energy of like, focus on yourself here, Aries. We might be feeling a little bit like upset with other people at this time because of what they're doing here. Maybe because we're feeling a little bit unsupported here. In your energy, it's about kind of healing this wound of not feeling good enough, by the way. Because I'm kind of getting a little bit of a sense of, no, I don't know if this is you. If it's not you, then you will know. So it's okay. It's not your message other way. So don't hate me. But how this is kind of coming out, and I have to speak about it, you know me, I like to be honest. It's almost like someone is happy in something here. But like, I don't know if this is your energy or someone else's energy. Again, take it how it fits. But someone's not happy here about it. But you're being asked here is to heal that, like to focus on yourself. It's not about someone else's happiness. If they're happy without you, or whatever, you know, you don't really know the full story, number one. But number two is like, you're made for bigger things, not just a rainbow. You're here for the whole of the stars. There's a lot more stars than rainbows in this world, you know? And really, rainbows are kind of an illusion anyway, but no one's going to talk about that. Just random. More of a sense of what you're trying to achieve is more physical, okay? Whatever that means. You're wanting happiness, but your focus right now is on your healing, and that's where your happiness will be, don't worry. But definitely some need to give back to the community here, not in the sense of that you're not doing it already, but like maybe you could be finding yourself actually giving to nature a little bit more, you know, like random acts of kindness I'm seeing as well, even just the plants. Like I can just see that coming in, like you're being asked to yeah, because I feel like this is actually going to help with any feeling like of, triggered at other people or what other people are doing here. Some of you might be taking like a social media detox, by the way. I think this will be actually really good for you. Your blockage is that. So I'm going to say this is your energy, but it doesn't have to be. But again, for all of you Aries, I'm just going to say that you need to focus on your dreams and your goals, not on other people's. All right. We have the Three of Pentacles. So this is you rebuilding the new foundation, by the way. Be careful of other people's, like, don't get triggered at other people's suggestions here. If it doesn't fit, then it doesn't need to. Like, we don't need to feel defensive about it. Because it feels like with the Ten of Cups, it's like coming from a good place. For some reason, the Page of Swords is criticizing the Ten of Cups, which is interesting. Some of you could be hearing from someone who has a family somewhere else. This could be some family wounds, by the way. It's really random, but here we go. You're not liking feedback from somebody here because you're feeling a bit triggered here. Like, who are you to tell me? This is something we're healing, all right? That needs to be healed. That is coming from not feeling good enough. Now, what's interesting about this combination here, Aries, is that there is almost this lesson coming through with this devil energy. The devil energy is maybe you felt you were stuck to someone who didn't feel good enough. Someone could have been like, I don't think they were using you intentionally. Oof, I got the beeping outside. I don't know if you guys heard that because this mic is like noise cancelling all of a sudden. Never used to be. But it's almost like maybe being around you made them feel better. But that became codependent here. They were relying on you a lot here. But this could be that energy. All right. Now, for others of you, when it comes down to just yourself here, the Four of Pentacles is, again, that feeling of not being good enough. The Devil is, of course, fears, blockages. It's feeling tied to a low vibe. Like, this could be depression. This could be anything like that, being tied to a low energy, feeling stuck there, not being able to see that the chains are actually really loose because it's very hard to be pulled away from that way of thinking, because something's weighing you down. It could have been a person, by the way. It could be these fears. Really, with the Four of Pentacles, he needs to just let go of this to see that he is capable of being this King of Pentacles. And I always say, this is the King of Pentacles before he really knew how to manage himself, how to manage his wealth, his finances here. So you're feeling at a loss here, or you're feeling stuck here, not feeling good enough, when in reality, you already are the King of Pentacles, but something is blocking you from becoming this. It's a fear. It's low vibe, which is why I feel like there might be some inner like resentment here because of what happened. You're seeing other people celebrating or being happy or whatever, and that could be triggered for some of you. It's not all of you. It definitely is not a message for everyone, so don't have a go at me. But for those who this is resonating with, if we're being honest, which this happens to us, is that your whole world seems to have fallen apart here. You don't want to be hearing from people who are in this like high vibe, who don't know what it is that you've been through, trying to give you advice. This is where it's triggering. Well, I completely understand, but I see you moving away from this anyways. You're becoming, you're becoming yourself. You're having to rebuild yourself after things here. Responsibilities could be weighing you down, but again, this is temporary. All right, anything else, Aries? All right, there's movement, right, which is really nice. Now, Knight of Cups, whenever this comes in, usually this would be about other people. Some of you could have 2 children here. It could be an earth sign, could be a water sign, doesn't have to be. This could be people around you. If this is the case, then I can see that they very different, by the way. But these could be people who are helping you. But in this, being in your, and this could also be friends, by the way, people helping you here, maybe financially, maybe at work here, but also emotionally too. I'm kind of getting a sense here for some of you that you're having to kind of learn how to manage your emotions. You're learning how to kind of deal with the vulnerability of what's been happening. You're having to do the deeper stuff to get to the other side. And the same with the Pentacles here. You're making investments. You're having to really sit and plan things out. You're having to deal again with the emotional and physical side of things. Again, feeling wounded. This will change in time, so don't worry here. You're gaining strength from this. Just good, and your strength will prevail, by the way, through the difficulty of this. But you're protecting yourself. You're feeling defensive at this time because you've been really hurt and wounded. And I kind of get a sense that you may feel, again, like alone in this, or like no one really understands, even when you do say it. Seven of Pentacles and the Chariot. Some of you will be getting some approval on something here to move forward, all right? To leave something behind. With the Seven of Pentacles here, something that you don't want to do anymore. Or again, it's like this is Capricorn energy again, similar to the Devil here. Whatever you felt tied to, stuck to, becoming boring for you, or something that you didn't want to work on anymore. You're now going to get the approval with the Sun card to kind of move forward. Something was stopping you from healing here. It felt like it could have been your work. It could be an environment here. It could have been a person. So the Chariot chases a star, which is your healing here. Your dreams, your goals. Something took that from you. The Seven of Pentacles is somewhat coming through as about feeling stuck, having to do something, you know. Could have been like a legal situation. You're waiting here. You're getting celebration of success, and there is a new beginning coming through. Could have been dealing with a Pisces, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini coming through here. We're having to see something from a different perspective and maybe more logical. Definitely more logical. The reason being, interesting. Here we go. Let me sort this out here. I think emotionally, you may not be letting this onto other people because the King of Cups is very good at masking his emotions, staying on top of them so they don't let him get him down. The Seven of Cups is a lot of confusion emotionally. So the Justice brings in kind of the balance of that. You've been using a lot more logic here to get yourself through it. So that you can kind of, I would say, to sit with your emotions, to evaluate them from a different perspective here is really important. Also, again, that King of Swords seems to be ready to cut this person down here. So it does feel like someone's coming in to help you from this difficult position too. That could be that good news that you're getting. Most likely to walk away from something. Well, this new beginning, very similar to that Yang energy. It's very passionate. It's newness, new environment, new people, new systems, new beliefs. I'm hearing like just new energy. All right. Anything else for Aquarius? Five of Swords. Things needed to change. I was looking at the change card when this came out, and fives, for me, in numerology anyways, how I see it is these are necessary changes. Not like the eight. The eight is more about like changes you make that have an impact. You know, it's like karma. Fives are like, this is necessary. This needs to happen because otherwise it's going to continue to damage you. So you have to make a very difficult decision. One that you're disappointed with because, again, you put a lot of energy into this. You really tried and it feels unjust and unfair because someone else didn't. And maybe this is them who look happy here, like they're doing something here, but they didn't have to go through what you went through. Don't know what this is, but we have the Ten of Pentacles here. I forgot to bring this up. So we're gaining stability. You are gaining your finances, but you could be getting some support from the family, or again, could be like people giving you finances here or some financial advice here. You're feeling wealthy at this time, even maybe in health, in family, friends, support. So that is coming through for you, what you were worried about, what you were waiting for, celebration, success, reaching that end goal. You don't need to worry about it anymore because it's coming in. Let's see for Aries. Time to get out of a situation. You did the right thing. You listened to your intuition here. The pale actually really reminds me of the spilt cups and the Five of Cups. All right. Tortoise. How do you say this? Tortoise? Sounds funny now. I say it out loud. Look, slowly but surely getting ahead. So yes, this is what's probably frustrating you. like honor and respect will come to you. So Aries, you guys wear the crown anyways, as you can see. You're regaining that, but in a very different way, okay? Don't worry. Everything will be okay. All right. I love you guys. I wish you all the best. I'm sending you my love and some healing energy because what you were going through is not easy, especially because I think a lot of it is really internal after what happened, having to really recover after what happened, but you will do, okay? And you're going to find some freedom very, very soon. All right. I love you guys. I wish you all the best. And I hope to see you guys next time, okay? Personal readings are also linked down below. So I'll see you guys there for those who want that. But in the meantime, peace.